Well, the last episode was boring. We just went and found a cave full of a lot of bad fellas. Turns out the ocean in this mod pack thingy, in the RTG world generator, ocean biome, when there's one cave under the ocean where there's nowhere else for mobs to spawn, it creates a massive mob farm. Which you can watch last episode to see what that kind of looks like. So, what I was thinking about after that was, I should make my own mob farm over the ocean. And today we're not doing that. We're doing ore sorting, because I want to do some ore sorting. We're going to set up the final thing I need to finish my ore processing station, and then we can make a bedrock ore processing station at some point. And also work on another RBMK, but also while all that's happening, Technetium. That Technetium's gonna finally happen. And then we can get on to, like, actual mid-game stuff. So right now we're in the early mid-game, I would say. We're about to enter the mid-game. And then we're gonna be entering the late mid-game. And then we're gonna be entering the advanced game. And it's 3 stages. And then finally, the end game. The early advanced stages. The same thing about an advanced stage is that you're getting a Watts reactor or a fusion reactor or both. And then late game. Well, actually, end game would be fusion reactor. End game is actually ICF, shouldn't it be ICF? It should be ICF. Oh, should it? If you're wondering what the ICF is, it's a new machine I learned about. ICF. I have no clue how to build it. This is a new machine, so I am completely dumbfounded by it. But it is based on real-world machinery. And what it does is it makes a ball of plasma. It's just how it works. It just compresses the plasma into a ball. So, like, it's not like you can play basketball with it. You'll probably die. I mean, also, the plasma would destabilize before you even play basketball with plasma. But, you know what they say. That's right. Yeah, they say absolutely nothing. So yeah, last episode we had no idea I had no idea what I was gonna do, because I have to wait for this technetium to process, and I need something to do while I wait, because you all are gonna get bored if I'm just sitting around watching a Xernox reactor go brrr while I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the episode. So I went, found us Colton, but because I had to leave the reactor unloaded, hang on a second. You know, these things can contain some good stuff, and how did I not notice this sooner? Actually, garbage. Some of these contain Star Blaster. They are just super rare. So if you ever find one of those, just... Wait, what is it? What if it's the Saturnite gun? What was it again? Amy Uzi with silencer, 32 round, 22 LR magazine. Hey, I yawned. Let's go. Yawning in the episode. Somebody told me to stop yawning in the video, but no. Never. Dude, yawns are contagious, so technically we're using yawn warfare here. Sounds like it could be like an ancient Chinese dynasty. The Yawn Dynasty. Oh god. What if it was? They just yawned at their enemies. No, wait, I'm sorry. It's pronounced dynasty. Yep, that's right. You heard me correctly. It's pronounced all British and stuff. Okay, so in HBM mod, there's like 1 billion ores. And all of them you end up with at the end of the day. At the end of a mining session, you'll end up with all of them. So how the heck are we gonna sortimicate 8 billion ores? Well, let me tell you, this thing can process a lot of stuffs. We are going to need today a pickaxe. Every ore in the game, feasibly, within reason. So at least one sample of every ore. You can do it. Trust me, it's not that hard. The other thing is rubber for conveyor belts. And also 2 lines because there's only 2 methods of processing regular ore. Sulfuric and peroxide. With peroxide actually being the first one that you should have. So peroxide and sulfuric. So we'll get this. We're going to need some steel as well. And we're going to need to get the thingy running. So we'll get the thingy running after we get our... Oh, and a screwdriver. Don't forget a screwdriver. That is also important. So with this, I am able to make a lot of conveyor belts. Approximately 4 stacks. It's way more than what we're going to need. I don't care. Huh? Conveyors have changed? You're wrong. You are very wrong. Unless they just need iron. What am I doing? Bro, I'm over here thinking, yo, I'm gonna need some more steel because I'm running kind of low on steel. Duh. You can tell, right? Really running low on steel. But, this is gonna split into 7 stacks, by the way. It just divide by 2. Oh, let's go. That's actually perfect. I didn't know that would be perfect. I wish that was perfect. Just put all this in there. And all that there, too. And those, and those. Oh, wait. Actually, those go in the other bin, because this is the conveyor box. If you were not aware, this is where I put all the conveyors at, so. You want chains and more iron. Just make sure that you have iron. It's really the main thing. Let's go. I expect that we're only going to need 2 of these. Because I should be able to do all the ores in 2. Because these guys have a total of 6 sides. I mean, each side, they can sort like a lot of items, so you don't need to worry. Because if you use all the sides for something, you can accomplish any of that. So, we don't have much space to work with, which is something I'm noticing. We're going to go into the basement to do this. We don't got a lot of space here either, but significantly better quantities of space. So let's go and take a look at getting some... Oh, we need inserters as well, actually. I should have brought the steel with us. I mean, it could be worse. So we're going to go down like this. And we're going to find the other one, which is going to be over here. Against the wall. No, it's going to be right there. Okay, so that is the 2 access ports for both of the things. So since we got both the access ports, we're going to now set up our sorting system, which is going to go between the 2 access ports. So what we're going to need for sorting the ores are these conveyor sorters, but also inserters, because we're going to have to insert into the hopper. So, I mean, you still need some inserters, but you don't need to worry too much about these. It's raining, guys. Oh my gosh, get rid of this garbage. Get out of here. Who asked for this coal? Coal nonsense. Get this out of here. Okay, we're going to take this. Make conveyor inserter. And we're going to hook up the conveyor inserters properly to the bottom of the thingies. Okay, so at the bottom of these, you'll know how to use conveyor inserters. I mean, like, it's kind of obvious. I mean, just hook them up like so. And we're also going to need a lot of chain lifts, I think. I did not bring enough chain. I don't make enough chain lifts, honestly. Whenever I make chain lifts, I'm always like, yeah, I'm only going to need like 2 of these guys. But in reality, it turns out to be like, oh crap, I need 70. Wow. And I'm out of iron right now, so. Wait, don't worry, because there's actually more iron in here. And, oh, you know what else? While we're waiting on technetium, I can actually set up the lithium and other byproducts processing, because I have not done that yet. So these 2 are now going to be our inputs, and we're going to have the conveyor sorters go into those. Perfect. Why 2 conveyor inserters? Actually, you don't need 2 of them. You just need 1. Shut up and get out of here. Perfect. Now, you might need a second one if you have a lot of ores that you need to sort. So we're gonna use these to separate two ores. That's the purpose of the conveyor sorter, is to separate the two different ores you're getting. Now, as you can see, I can have three sides, that being the red, the green, and the orange. Red, green, and orange are now all connected to this guy here. So, whatever goes in yellow can go onto red, green, and orange, right? So anything we don't specify is going to be a wild card. And it's going to go off yellow. Wait, no, that's wrong. Don't send it off yellow. Don't send it off yellow. So red, green, and orange are all going to be whitelists, obviously. And I don't think we're going to need 15. But, you know, this is how it works. So 15 of those guys can now be sorted. And now this guy's going to be the wild card. So any garbage that doesn't belong will get sent to the next guy. So he's going to be over here. And it's going to be going into the purple side of this guy, basically. So if now I have this guy hooked up, then I can just hook up the next guy. Come on. We must hook up this. Boom. And this guy can be hooked up in the exact same way. I can place one of these, and another one on top, which should create another sorter. Which I don't think we're going to need 15, but I mean, there's a lot of crystals and things that we also have to process. So, wild card again is going to be on the blue side, and then whitelist on red, green, and orange. Now, I mentioned that whenever you have a box of ore, usually you end up with a bunch of garbage in there. And we can deal with all of the garbage thanks to this system. So, again, we're going to do another conveyor sorter. This time, it's going to go to about right here. That is it. Is that it? No, it is not it. Wait, what? Oh, it's right here. That's it? Wait, that's the actual input for this guy? Wait, yeah, that'd be the input. Yeah, that makes sense. Right? That guy is the input. So, now how do we set this up properly? Well, we're going to take out this guy, and we're going to add another conveyor there, and then we're going to build a bit of a pillar here. So, boom. And then we're going to add a conveyor ejector for the crates. And we're going to place it like that for now. And then we're going to go ahead and do this, slap it in there like so. So that will now connect to these guys. So all I got to do now is set up the filter for this. So let's go ahead and get out our crate and see what kinds of things I need to filter into there. So, copper ore, obviously, is going to get filtered in. So we're going to set that on red. We're just going to fill them up incrementally, I guess. Lignite is not going to go through there. Lignite actually needs to go straight to the centrifuge. And there is no actual route straight to the centrifuge, so it's just going to end up getting sorted out of the system, probably. And once it gets to the end of this, once it gets to the wild, actually, we could probably send it out, lignite a different route, out this purple side, and then have it spaghetti over. That would not really work out too good. Because the actual thing that I need to get to is about right there. Correct? No, it's above that guy, which makes a bit of an issue. So, we cannot send lignite through the system yet. That's just going to get sorted out of the system. Iron ore is not going to be sorted through the system because I'm not trying to process potential steel. Will you knock it off, dude? You will knock it off now. Okay, so I will process fluorite through that route. Coal and niter can obviously go through this route. So, coal, niter. We also can send sulfur through there. And also the other type of sulfur, which we don't have on hand currently. So, that will sort out everything in this crate, basically. So, that will be sulfur. And then, what else do we have besides that? I think that's everything. Okay, yeah, this is about what I was expecting to happen. I was pretty aware of that. So we have all of that. Sulfur. What can we process with peroxide through the acidizer? Because I think that is going to help us the most. Where's the acidizer? Come on. Dude. Acidizer. Please. Take me to the acetate. Okay. That is not what I'm looking for. Oh, wait, you can make it in. You can make those in crystals using peroxide. That is interesting. You can also make solid fuel using peroxide. What is all of this stuff? Cinnabar, crystals to lead. I mean, makes sense. Wait, you can make dash ready blend into dash ingots with peroxide? Okay, now this needs to stop right now. The way I figure this is that this guy probably already is done. Like, he probably already has all the filters on this guy. Right? I can't even get to the filter. I cannot get to the filter on this. Yeah, so the filter there is probably done. I just can't reach it. Hold on, let me just go through here. Okay, so it needs aluminium, iron, lead. So I need aluminium, iron, lead, copper, coal, redstone, fluorite, and beryllium. Okay, so whatever I said. Okay, here's another crate of stuff. So as you can see, we got coal, thorium, tungsten. Redstone's the only one that's new. I don't have gold in there apparently. That's interesting. So that's gonna be going in this guy as well. Redstone, fluorite. What all did I say we needed again? Because I probably have a sample of all these ores just lying around somewhere that I have not even processed. It's just sitting here. Diamonds, tungsten, lead, thorium, lapis. That is something that can go through there as well. What else can I have go through there? Because I don't think I got anything else. Aluminium can go through there. So, also probably want to take this rather than having all this rubber. I don't need all that rubber on me. Believe it or not, I don't need all the rubber. That's basically, do we have any beryllium in there? Because beryllium could always be processed through there, right? I mean, well, this is all I got for these. So, I mean, as we need them to be filtering stuff, I can add into the filter. So if I have something new that I haven't seen yet, I'll just check and make sure it doesn't already have a filter. So let's go ahead and check and see if the crystals. Let's just look at crystals, honestly. Crystals. Lapis is peroxide. Diamonds are peroxide. Uranium is sulfuric acid. Thorium is sulfuric acid. Plutonium is sulfuric acid. Titanium is sulfuric acid. Sulfur crystals are peroxide. Niter is peroxide. Stop it. Good. Get in the hole. That's where you belong, dude. What else do we need? So niter is where we left off. Copper is peroxide. Tungsten, sulfuric. Aluminium, peroxide. Fluoride is peroxide. Peroxide. Sulfuric or peroxide. Yeah, just differs on which ore you have. Sulfuric is peroxide. Or sulfuric is earth. Yeah, rare earth is sulfuric. Phosphorus is peroxide? Oh, okay. And I don't have any of these. Lithium crystal, peroxide, yeah. Lead, lithium. Okay. Star metal is, I mean, we're never going to get star metal anymore anyway. Yeah, you just smelt that, I think. You don't think you can acidize it or anything? No, you can't even make it anymore. Cobalt is sulfuric. Trixite, sulfuric, and osmiridium is, well, shrebitic, so... And we're never gonna get that, because that needs space scale, so... Wow, look, I think we might actually need to have the extra filters on that. We might need more filters, dude. We might need to have more filters than what we already have on there. So let's get on to the next one. The next one is actually gonna be pretty easy, because there is not a lot that I have which can be processed through that. Now, is there asbestos crystals? No, there isn't. Because asbestos crystals don't exist. So don't worry about that. We will be fine. Now, cobalt is something that is highly important to process. Tungsten is something else that is going to be processed. So I think that is basically it for this one. This one doesn't need very much. This one is pretty simple. Red, green, orange on the top. Orange on the top, right? Or is it red on the top? Red's on the bottom. So these guys are all going through the bottom. Okay. So that's basically done. Now, remember how I said I want to get rid of lignite? Well, lignite I can just send out the top of this guy and into the bottom of the other guy. So, I mean, actually doesn't need to go in the bottom. So remember how the centrifuge is right here? Well, if I just place a... See, this is a conveyor inserter, so if I run a system that goes to that, I don't need to worry about the rest of the stuff. It will be pretty easy. I can just add another inserter onto there, like so, and I can get more iron from this guy and use the iron from that guy to make more lifts. And so that will look something like this. That will take the lignite from the machine, so that way we don't have to worry about lignite. So if lignite happens to want to go out that way, lignite can go out that way. Of course, I also want to make sure to add thorium into the filter. One thing that you do want to keep in mind is that when you have this filter, if something is empty and it's at the whitelist, everything's going to go out that side. I'm pretty sure, because it's whitelisting something that isn't there, right? So that is how that probably will end up going for us if we don't have the thorium in that slot. Because, I mean, we need to add the thorium to that slot anyway. Okay, we got another guy for the pit. Another guy for the pit. Come on, get in the pit. In the pit. Oh, yowza. Come on. Can we get him into the pit? Can we get him into the pit? Come on, I can get him in the pit. What? Me punching him gave me his armor? His armor is absolute atrocious garbage. Let's see if it is actually, I mean... I don't think it is. Is it good? I mean, it's unbreaking too. I mean, that is decent, but, it's better than HEV, I guess. I mean, come on, HEV breaks instantly, right? No, I'm joking. What? How did it even make sense? Come on. We can do better than that. So, the only things that I'm missing are Tricksite, which I have upstairs, and that is basically it. So now, this is everything. And, yeah. So this is the finalized ore processing area, for the most part. There is one thing that we do need to add, or two things that we could add. Like, technically, we can process this iron ore with, what is it called? The actual coal coke we produce from our coal and stuff over in the coking area. Amazing. We're not doing that right now. But there is one other final thing I need to take care of, and that is this. This conveyor here. I need to make a conveyor belt there. So that way, when this stuff doesn't make it into any of these slots, I can just send it out that way. And, you know, sort it out into a box after this step. So, that step basically is going to require us to add, well, not really anything else. I mean, we could probably just do it from this one sorter. I don't know, actually. No, wait, no. No. Not at all. That's not how that's going to work. We're going to have to do another sorter. I mean, it sucks, but it's got to happen this way. This is the best way to do it. So, we're going to have stuff run out this way. It's going to be like a regular sorter, you know. I mean, we're just going to have... it's going to be like those other ones. We're going to have a thing that extends down. We'll have a sorter that goes in. It's the same thing we've done for all of them, except just a little bit different. So, here's the brief explanation I will give you all for what we're doing here. We're going to go ahead and hook in this piece. We're going to hook in this piece here. Those two pieces go in like so. Switch around that, and that is done. So all I need to do now is add in another conveyor inserter right here. So what is this guy going to be for? This is going to be the wild card. That's right. Yeah, this one's the wild card this time. That's why it's different. Also, do we have any of the downwards conveyors? And we only have one of those left over at the other place, so I'll go get that. Oh, please don't tell me he exploded. Please don't tell me that guy exploded. Dude. That would be actually bad. We just need that guy, and then we're done for the day. So there's only a few possible crystals that can end up us having those before we're supposed to have them, before we've done the process. That is gold crystals, copper crystals. Where is the other one? These are the ones that are going to be the most likely ones that you end up with in a bin that you're mining. Now, it is possible to end up with other ones by, like, you know, like, well, you took it out of the ash stage and then you misplaced it while you were mining. You had it in your inventory, you placed it in the bin. But that's gonna be super rare, and even then, we have systems that will catch that, and you'll put it in a bin, and it won't clog anything or cause any issues. But the thing is that these gold ones, you get these from gold creepers or whatever. The other fellows, and yeah. I think we probably have aluminium down there, but I don't think we got the titanium crystals, which you can get as well. So there's the ones you mine out of the ground, there's the one that you can get from meteors or from gold creepers, and yeah. And those are the ones you want to sort instead of having them go wild card. Which, I mean, we don't really need all 15 slots on this guy, right? I mean, really, we don't, but I'm gonna use him anyway. Oh, yes, you know me, I'm gonna just put one of these in each slot. I mean, it's going to look really funny. We might have titanium in the other ones here, but we also need iron. We don't have iron crystals here? Are you kidding me? So yeah, that's going to end up being a wild card. It's going to go through the whole system, be a catch-all thing, but we'll end up having it, come out blue. No, it's green, actually. Green is the one that's going to be wild card. Blue is the one that's not wild card in it. No, purple in it. Wait, what? No, it is blue. Yeah, there we go. So titanium, all of these guys, perfect. So let's go ahead and just go a quick run through of this. I mean, this episode's getting long enough as is. Let's just get it done and over with. So let's hook up the crate there. As you can see, items are going in, and they're getting processed through the sorters, going into different stages of the process, which is working for copper for right now. And once it gets enough copper, it's going to start doing sulfur, the next stack. Pretty amazing. Right? There we go. And it's going straight through the sky. What is the next one? Let's go ahead and say we have niter first. Niter goes through the system the way copper did. What about if they have tungsten in there? Tungsten should come out this side, go into here, and then be sent through this. Perfect, like copper. On the other one, lignite. Let's see what happens when I have lignite in there. So put in some lignite in there. Put in a whole stack of lignite in there. That's not actually how that works, actually. Conveyor, ejector, put in the lignite on the top. Well, let's go ahead and see what happens with that. Lignite's going to get sent to where it needs to go. Correct. Lignite is going where it needs to go. To the centrifuge. That's perfect. Let's see what happens to gold crystals. That is right. Gold crystals next. So gold crystals should go all the way through. As you can see, interrupting the lignite stream. Go straight through all of those and into this guy. But there's one thing I need to add to this, and that is one of these. And it looks a little funny because how I placed it, but it should work. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that. Can I get that changed, like rotated or something? Let's put something in there that shouldn't belong. Let's go ahead and throw the machine in bone. Australium. Right? What happens to Australium? Well, it is not set up for any of these filters, so it's going all the way down the list. So it doesn't make it through any of those. And then because it's so bad at going through the filters, it will end up going through this side, right here, getting tossed down the thing, and into this box. So that accounts for everything.